Hello class, welcome to Pre-Algebra Lesson 6.5, which is all about combining operations with linear expressions. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to combine operations to simplify linear expressions. So basically, before I show you the first example, I just want to explain this lesson isn't anything new. The only thing that's new is that we're combining like all of the things we've learned this chapter into one lesson. Okay, so that means we are going to be using the distributive property. We're going to be finding the greatest common factor. We are going to be factoring, okay? We're going to be combining like terms. So everything that we've done this chapter is getting put into one lesson. So hopefully it doesn't seem too difficult, or maybe this is the video that'll help make something from earlier in the chapter make more sense. But either way, if you have questions throughout it, please be sure to reach out for help. I'm happy to help you. But let's jump into the first example. So we want to practice simplifying the expression. That's the first step of the problem. Then after we've simplified the expression, we want to write our answer in factored form. Okay, so knowing that, let's start by simplifying the expression. That means I'm going to do the distributive property first. So I have that -2 outside of those parentheses. So I'm going to multiply it to everything inside the parentheses. So what's -2 times x? -2x. All right. Then I'm going to take that -2 and I'm going to multiply it with this +3. -2 times +3 is -6. And then I'm just going to carry down that +8x. Okay, so I've distributed. That's my first step. Now my next step is going to be, is there anything I can combine? Are there any like terms? So I see I have two different things that have x's. Let's combine those. So I have a -2x and a +8. So what is, and a +8x. What is -2x plus 8x? Hopefully you said that's 6x. And then you said, hey, there's still this -6, so I'm going to carry that down. And perfect. That is exactly what you're going to do for simplifying the expression. Okay, so simplifying the expression I did in purple. Now I'm going to take the blue and I'm going to write this answer, the simplified expression, in factored form. So factored form is where we looked for the greatest common factor. What number do they have in common when multiplying? So here I see, hey, I have a 6 and I have another 6. Sweet. That means they have a 6 in common. So I write 6, and then I do the parentheses, okay? So I do parentheses. And then I say, what is 6 divided by 6? And if you're not looking at the screen as I'm doing this, you might get a little confused because I'm pointing to things that you need to know. So 6 divided by 6 is 1. So I would say 1x. Now, since a 1 is in front of a variable, we don't actually have to write it. I can just write x. But if you want to write 1x, that's okay too. And then I have -6 divided by 6. What is -6 divided by 6? That would be a -1. So my final answer in factored form would be 6 parentheses x minus 1 parentheses. That's my factored form. Okay, so the purple is simplifying the expression and blue is our factoring. Okay, now I'm actually going to leave the pen the same, and I want you to try this problem on your own. So the first thing I'm going to have you do is simplify the expression. Good luck. Okay, so hopefully for your answer you said -3 times 4x is -12x, and then -3 times a -9 is +27. So you said -12x plus 27, and then we have plus 30x. And you said, hey, I have two x terms again. I can combine those. So I am going to combine -12x plus 30x to get 18x plus 27. So that is my simplified expression. Now I'm going to actually walk you through the second part of this and show you how to do the factored form, because I think you guys can use the most help in that area. So now looking at 18 and 27. So yesterday we practiced how to figure out what each the greatest common factor is. So for 18, I know I have 1 and 18. 2 times 9 is 18. 3 times 6 is 18. And those are all of my factors. Then if I look at 27, it's 1 and 27. 2 doesn't go into 27, but 3 does 9 times. And then 4 doesn't go in, 5 doesn't go in, 6 doesn't go in, 7 doesn't go in, and 8 doesn't go in. So I know that these are all of my factors for 27. So now looking at this, my highest number is a 9. So I'm going to write 9 down, and then I'm going to say 18 divided by 9 is 2, and then I still have that x. And then positive 27 divided by positive 9 is positive 3. So my factored form would be 9, and then parentheses 2x plus 3 parentheses. If you have questions about that, please be sure to ask for some help. Now, I'm just going to show you another example because this whole video is just doing the same concept, okay? So I'm going to start by distributing. Okay, so 3 times 7 gives me that 21x. 3 times a positive 9 is positive 27. Then I still have a plus 6x. I see I have an x and an x. So 21x plus 6x is 27x plus 27. That's my simplified version. Then I want to go ahead and factor it. So 27x plus 27. What's the biggest number that goes into both of those? It would be 27. Okay, so when the numbers match, that's the number that goes outside. And then 27 divided by 27 is 1x. And then 27 divided by 27 is a positive 1. So my answer is 27 parentheses x plus 1. If you have questions about that, please be sure to ask for some help. Now the last one for you to do, you are going to simplify the expression first. Then I'm going to show you guys how to do that and check in with you there. And then you are going to factor it. Okay, so go ahead and take some time to simplify this expression. Good luck. All right, for this problem, hopefully you said 6 times 2x is 12x, 6 times a negative 5 is negative 30, and then minus 3x. So then you combined your like terms. You said 12x minus 3x is 9x. Then you said minus 30. So that's your simplified expression. Now I want you to factor this. So find what is the greatest common factor, put it outside of the parentheses, and then inside the parentheses, divide each of these numbers by the greatest common factor. Good luck. All right, for this problem, hopefully you figured out that the greatest common factor between 9 and 30 was a 3. So you pulled a 3 out, and you said 9x divided by 3 is 3x. And then negative 30 divided by 3 is negative 10. So you have 3 parentheses, 3x minus 10 parentheses. If you have any questions about this problem or anything else from this video or this chapter, please be sure to ask for some help. I am happy to help you, and I hope you have a great day.